motorbike messenger. I am free, as is the bird. I careen through the streets delivering various legal documents, packages, loan-out agreements, contracts, and the occasional food item. It is, why, what I do.
Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day, and I am headed into work this morning, and I just figured I would record because why not? It's a really nice day. I think it's going to get to like 93 degrees or something this afternoon. It's pretty exciting. I figured I would just talk a little bit about why I got a motorcycle. Some of you may have been a little bit surprised when I got it and I started making videos, so I just thought I'd break it down a little bit and explain it. Back in January, we were going back into the building 3 to 4 times a week, and so it was a little bit of a sticker shock because gas prices had increased and I was driving a lot more. I have a 2019 Acura MDX and I freaking love that car. I really didn't want to get rid of it or trade it in or anything like that, but I just couldn't deal with these gas prices, so I started tracking how much I was spending and it was overwhelming to me. I went to the gas station twice in a 3-day time frame and it cost about $160 something to fill my car up. So I considered getting a Tesla. I asked them how to trade my car in, how the whole process works. The process seemed pretty easy, however, it's pretty expensive. Even for a used car, I thought that it was pretty expensive. I did the calculations and I would save money by having a Tesla. But I don't know if you've ever went from an SUV to a car. I have, and I remember I just didn't like it. Once you have an SUV, it's really difficult to go back to a little bitty car, at least in my opinion. I was just trying to be logical. I don't have a bunch of kids that I'm toting around all the time anymore, and so I just thought, like, I can do this. And so I was about to pull the trigger and I was talking to Aaron and I was like, I think I'm gonna get a Tesla, and he says, why don't you just get a motorcycle? And I just kind of gaffed it off like, no, how could I wear a dress like go to work, you know? Anyways, so I was about 2 weeks into contemplating this whole idea, and I was asleep one night and I woke up at like 1 a.m. and thought to myself, why don't I get a motorcycle? They're way cheaper. I started looking into it and I couldn't go back to sleep. Like everything I was reading, you got hella good gas mileage. So I waited until morning time and I had found a motorcycle that was for sale on one of those like Craigslist apps. And I sent it over to Aaron and he suggested that I take the course to see if I even actually liked riding. I thought that was a brilliant idea. So I signed up for a course that was 2 weekends away, and he had sent me a link for the 300 Honda Rebel and explained to me that that was probably a good starter size for me. So I read about it and everything on the internet also agreed with him. There were a couple other good starter bikes, but he had sent me an all-black Rebel that was located in Woodbridge, and it was like love at first sight when I saw it. So I moseyed on over there and purchased it before I even took the course. I know that when you read about it on the internet, a lot of people say they outgrow the 300 really quickly, and I imagine for a bigger man that's probably the case. You probably wouldn't want to get a 300, but I'm 110 pounds and 5'5", and so this is the perfect size bike for me. And I've had it up to about 82, 83 miles an hour on the highway, and that's about as fast as I think that I want to go anyway. I'm not gonna lie, in reality, I was pretty scared about getting on a motorcycle and using it as my primary source of traveling to work and such. But that's why I got it before I took the course, because I was not gonna let myself back down and talk myself out of it. I mean, I have Be Brave tattooed on my arm, for Christ's sake, so I knew that I could do it. And at that point, once I purchased it, I had no choice. I didn't have any other options. I'm pretty spontaneous, and I know this about myself. I don't know, I just know how I am. I was super thankful that I didn't pull the trigger on the Tesla, but I was nervous as shit when it came to getting on the actual road and out of my neighborhood. I remember feeling like I was going to throw up. But after that first weekend, when I got out there and I didn't stall at traffic lights and I rode by myself, it just felt less scary. And that's how most things are. You just kind of have to bite the bullet and go for it. And that's what I did. And if I did it, I know a lot of other people can too. And what do they say? The feeling of being scared just means that you're about to do something really, really brave. And that's true. If you can just get past that initial feeling of being scared, you're basically capable of anything. I know some people think that I got a motorcycle because I'm dating somebody that has one, and I would be lying to you if I said that that didn't play a part in the overall process. I rode with him probably 10 times or so as a passenger. It wasn't my motivation, and I did this for me, but it is a lot more fun having my own motorcycle and riding along with him. I really like doing that. It's freaking awesome. And to be quite frank, I wish I would have done it a long time ago. Aaron is a super patient person, so I was really thankful when I first started riding and I was all nervous and could barely do a U-turn and things like that. That essentially helped ease my nervousness about it for sure. And having a person that will be patient with you as you go through the whole process of learning and taking you out, and having somebody that you can ask all the questions to, and that's something. God bless him. I think for the first month, all I would talk about was my motorcycle, so must not have drove him too crazy. So yeah, that played a part, but ultimately gas prices drove me to maybe do something that I would have otherwise thought was pretty irrational. But I also think it's irrational to pay $5 a gallon for some gasoline just to go to work. And so this is more better. This bad boy gets about, I think the Honda website says 58 miles a gallon. So it's pretty awesome. Plus, it's just a lot more fun in my opinion. And if you're thinking about getting a motorcycle and if you're scared, it's okay. It goes away. Just be brave. Don't let fear control you. I hope all of you have a great day. I know that I sure will. I'm gonna knock this day out like a boss so that I can enjoy the next week of not working at all. Anyways, I'm almost to work. Thanks for listening to me. Peace out, everybody.
Thank you, but it is a love that cannot be, for I must fly on like the wind. I cannot dally, no matter how fair the maiden. Onward I fly!